Hi all, Richard Fontenay here. Welcome to this new series, Embracing the Leader Within. This is the place where we delve into the depths of personal growth coupled with the art of everyday leadership. Throughout this series, we'll be highlighting many of the qualities and skills of the everyday leader. And today, we're driving into a personal growth topic that's bound to transform the way you approach productivity. So let's get going. Now, in this first episode, we'll explore how embracing the leader within you can unlock unparalleled levels of productivity and efficiency in your personal and professional life. We will also explore 5 productivity tools you can put into your productivity toolkit and use beginning today. So grab your headphones, settle in, and get ready to discover the secrets of tapping into your leadership potential while supercharging your productivity strategies. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's lay down the groundwork. We often think of leadership as a role in a company or an organization, but it's so much more than that. Leadership starts with the basic leading yourself and making intentional choices, setting goals, and taking responsibility for your actions. This inherent leadership quality resides within us, regardless of our title or position. We just need to tease it out. Now, leadership is often associated with grand gestures and massive achievements. We think of leaders as individuals who make headlines, make worthy decisions, or guide organizations through a lot of turbulent times. And we can think of people like Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, Steve Jobs, Winston Churchill, Arianna Huffington, and the list goes on. However, there exists another kind of leader, one that operates in the quiet corners of everyday life, influencing others through their actions and attitudes and unwavering principles. This is what really defines an everyday leader. Someone who exemplifies leadership during ordinary moments, leaving behind a lasting impression on those around them. So who really are the everyday leaders? Well, the everyday leader is not defined by their position or title, as I mentioned, but rather by the values they hold and how they consistently make positive impacts on others. They don't seek recognition or accolades. Instead, what drives them forward comes from within, an unwavering desire to contribute positively towards those around them, whether it be co-workers, family members, friends, or even strangers. Everyone has the potential to influence in some way. Now, everyday leaders drop their pretense and recognize really no boundaries when it comes to making a difference. You can find more about everyday leaders in an article that I've listed in the description below. So how can you leash the leader within you to skyrocket your productivity? Let's explore this a little bit further. The first task for you is to set your North Star and goals. When you define your North Star, you are setting your overall direction and purpose. Keep your eye on the North Star, and it will lead you to where you want to go. And once you fixate your North Star, then set clear goals and align them with your values. This is when you become the captain of your ship. Now, the captains of old followed a North Star to lead them to their ports. You too can do the same. Imagine striking out with clear goals and a set of values while letting your North Star guide you on your journey. Now, your goals provide you with that specific direction that you need, and they will lead you to your designated port. So take a moment to consider what you want to achieve, whether it's completing a project, improving a skill, or finding more balance in your life. Setting clear goals empowers you to take charge of your path and steer your efforts toward what really matters. Amid this journey of self-discovery, use the SMART goals framework. SMART meaning goals that stand for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Now, this framework's power lies not merely in its structure, but in its resonance with the human spirit's yearning for clarity and direction. With each letter of SMART, a different facet of our aspirations is illuminated. Specific goals refine our focus. Measurable goals provide tangible benchmarks for success, and achievable goals propel us towards our ambitions. Relevant goals weave our efforts into the broader tapestry of our lives, and time-bound goals instill a sense of urgency, ensuring our dreams are realized in a timely manner. Now, think about leaders you admire. One thing they likely have in common is their ability to make decisions that align with their values and goals. Embrace that same power within you. When you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, does this contribute to my growth? Does it align with my purpose? The more intentional you are with your choices, the more you harness your leadership potential. Let me share a quick story to illustrate this point. Sarah was a marketing professional who aspired to lead her team to greatness. She faced a dilemma. Take a high-profile project that promised recognition, but would require her to work late nights and weekends, or choose a more manageable project that would allow for greater balance in her work-life routine. Well, Sarah thought about this and considered her goals and values. And she realized that while the high-profile projects might bring short-term glory, it wouldn't align with her long-term vision of a balanced life and personal growth. So, Sarah chose the project that allowed her to excel while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. In the end, her thoughtful choice not only demonstrated her leadership, but also inspired her team to prioritize their well-being. This simple act of making a choice that aligned with her values elevated her as a leader, not only in her career, but in her own life. So remember, every choice you make is an opportunity to embrace your inner leader and enhance your productivity journey. Embracing personal leadership also means taking ownership of your actions, including all your tasks and decisions. Leaders really don't shy away from responsibility. They embrace it. So whether it's a success or a setback, owning your own actions is key to personal development and growth. So when you take responsibility, you learn and adapt, fueling a cycle of improvement. So whether you hit a home run or face a curveball, own it. It's your chance to lead your own story. Now, let me share another story about Alex to illustrate this point. Alex was a young entrepreneur who had just launched his tech startup. In the early days of the startup, a crucial software update went awry, resulting in a major client's data being compromised. Panic set in among the team, and in this high-pressure situation, Alex could have easily pointed fingers and passed the blame. Instead, he took a deep breath, gathered his team, and accepted full responsibility for the mistake. What followed was nothing short of remarkable. Alex and his team worked tirelessly to rectify the situation, going above and beyond the duty in order to regain the client's trust. Now, it wasn't easy, but Alex and his team's unwavering ownership of the issue turned it into an opportunity for growth. The incident led to stronger security measures, better communication, and most importantly, a deepened sense of responsibility among the team. Now, this act of leadership, taking ownership, not only saved the client's relationship, but also propelled Alex's startup to even greater heights. So remember, embracing accountability is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of a true leader in the making. Your ability to take ownership of your actions can set the stage for remarkable growth and professional growth. Another thing that leadership thrives on is discipline. Now, think about your daily routine, from the moment you wake up to the time when you hit the pillow. Small, consistent actions shape your days and ultimately your success. So set small, achievable tasks and commit to them. Now, it might be as simple as dedicating 15 minutes to a new skill or resisting the snooze button. And every act of self-discipline really reinforces your role as a leader in your life. So let's explore now a workplace story that demonstrates the power of self-discipline. Dennis was a mid-level manager in a bustling government office. His office was a mess, with papers stacked almost to the ceiling. Well, really not that high, but certainly high enough. Now, after taking one of my courses, Dennis knew that to lead his team effectively, he needed to lead by example. He decided to implement a new habit, clearing the stuff from his office and hanging plants to add a bit of sparkle to his environment. Now, it took Dennis several days to clean his office, but he did it a little bit each day until not a piece of paper was lying around. He then proceeded to hang his plants. Gradually, his team noticed the changes in Dennis's office and began to follow suit. And as a result, not only his productivity improved, but also the team's. Now, Dennis's self-discipline in setting a personal example not only improved his own productivity, but influenced his entire team. It became a shining example of how small changes in habits can lead to significant improvements. Remember, leadership isn't just about telling others what to do. It's about showing through your actions. So cultivating self-discipline in your personal routines and habits can have a ripple effect, elevating not only your productivity, but also inspiring those around you to improve theirs. Now, fifthly, lead with intention. Now, personal leadership involves leading with intention. Start your day with purposeful routines that set a positive tone. Whether it's morning meditation, journaling, or planning your day. These rituals create a solid foundation for focused and productive hours. Now, let's delve into a workplace story that illustrates the power of leading with intention. Michael was a seasoned project manager at a bustling tech company. After his morning exercise routine, running really was his game, he used to rush into the office and maybe even run into his office and dive straight into emails and meetings. Now, it wasn't long before he felt overwhelmed and stressed. This was reflected in how he related to his team and as well as how well his team performed. Realizing the need for change, Michael decided to lead with intention. He began waking up 30 minutes earlier to have some quiet time after his run. He began with a brief meditation, focusing his mind and setting on a positive tone. Then he spent a few minutes journaling about his goals and priorities for the day. Now, this small shift in his morning routine completely transformed his workdays. Michael became more focused, attentive, and approachable, and his team noticed the change and started following his lead. Meetings became much more efficient, and problem solving became much more creative. The positive impact of leading with intention radiated throughout his office. So Michael's story demonstrates how intentional morning routines can shape not only your productivity, but also influence your team and your work environment. Leading with intention is about setting the stage for a successful day, and it all starts with simple, purposeful rituals. So consider how you can infuse intention into your mornings and watch as it transforms your leadership and productivity. Now, as we wrap up, let's talk about the ripple effect. When you embrace your leadership potential, not only do you enhance your productivity, but you inspire those around you to do the same. So, your colleagues, your friends, family members, they all witness your dedication to personal growth and productivity, and they're motivated to follow. So there you have it, folks. The magic of unleashing productivity by embracing the leader within you. Remember, leadership isn't confined to titles or roles. It's a call that resides within all of us. By leading yourself with intention, taking ownership and collaborating with others, you're not just boosting your productivity. You're shaping a future defined by purpose, impact, and success. Now, thanks for tuning in to the Leader Within series. Next Wednesday, we'll talk about productivity as it relates to working from home. Continue becoming the best version of yourself by embracing the leader within you. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and check the resources found in the description below. Now, bye for now, and see you next week.